Hello everyone, my name is Python and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft survival series. Guys, we're on the 26th episode and thank you very much for joining me for today's episode. And indeed, for the amount of support you've been showing for this series, my friends, it is super appreciated as always. Now guys, in today's episode, we are going to be doing something completely out of my comfort zone. And that is making a fully modern looking house. I'm talking white concrete, I'm talking grey concrete and leaves and spruce slabs and stained windows. It is going to be amazing. So as you can see, I've got a bunch of resources that I've managed to gather since the last episode. Got myself a bunch of grey dye, got myself some bone meal. So all we need to do really is try to get ourselves all of the resources we need. And in addition to that, what we also need to do is flatten out a large section of land up here, because up here is where the house is going to go. I think it would be quite nice to have a house located up here and just be able to look out upon the scenery and the landscape that is here. And yeah, I think it would be amazing. So in terms of the dimensions of this base, I have actually built it in creative mode on my build world already, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys. It is a 10 block wide by 12 block length by 10 block height build. It's a fairly large and tall build, but it sort of looks proportionally correct at the same time. So we need to go ahead and we need to flatten out a piece of land that is exactly that. So 10 by 12 by 10. So yeah. Alright guys, it is time to build. We've got nearly 4 stacks of white concrete, we've got 2 stacks of grey concrete all mined out, and yeah, we've also got ourselves glowstone and everything here. So we're going to start out with sort of the side part. So what we need to do is we need to actually get rid of this thing here, and what we are going to do is something pretty darn cool. So here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to place down a bit of glowstone here, and then we're going to start going up the 10 blocks I mentioned before. So it's going to be 10 blocks high. So here we go. 2, 3. There we go. And as we go up, we're actually going to start placing in jungle leaves as well. So here we go. As you can see, it's got a bit of an indent here, which is the intended effect, which is pretty awesome. So that is 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, and then 10. Okay, and then instead of having a leaf block there as well, we're actually going to bring it around like this, because, you know, again, we're trying to give it a little bit of depth. That's one of the tips I learned regarding making modern looking builds. So here we go. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, you see, already it's starting to look kind of nice. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and start placing in some of these trapdoors here. So I think this will add a nice little amount of detail to the entire thing. Let's maybe just go up here real quick, just so we can place this one up here. And there we go, absolutely perfect. We have the perfect amount of trapdoors. Brilliant. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to start work on the main entrance area, okay? And what we're going to do in order to do that is we're going to bring over some grey concrete, okay? So we're going to do a little bit of this, okay? And then we're going to bring down another pillar, rather like this. And then we're going to bring this over here and then bring it around a corner, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to head back here. We're going to go ahead and place down some white concrete like this. So the entrance, this is the entrance, by the way, is going to be sort of indented inwards. Okay, I think that's going to look pretty cool when it actually comes to it. So let's go ahead and leave that for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to place down another sort of row of leaves or column of leaves, rather like this. So let's just head up here. There we go. And we're actually going to mirror this on the other side as well. So we're going to place down a little bit of this. And once again, just mirror in the column of leaves. Okay, not looking bad. It looks a bit strange from the inside though. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of this. And there we go. That's looking pretty decent. Obviously, this place up here is going to be like the second story of the build. But, you know, that's going to be something we work on in just a moment. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to connect up this area to the next bit of frame. We're actually going to dig out this block here. And what we're going to do is we're going to sort of go up rather like this. Okay? So, yeah, it's going to look kind of nice. We're going to have a little bit of this going here because this area here is going to eventually become a balcony, which actually I can go ahead and do a little bit of decorating for it right now. So we can do a little bit of this. And then in the design, I had sort of the stairs. But I don't know. Maybe I could try something different here. Maybe let's go and grab some of these. I don't know. I was thinking of putting some slabs down there instead. But I'm not entirely sure that I want to do that, if I'm entirely honest. So let's get back up here to the balcony area. And we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then this is going to be continue to build up. Okay, rather like this. Nice one. Okay, so now we can make sort of the entrance to the balcony area, which is going to reside right here. And it's going to consist of some coloured stained glass. Now, the design I used lime green, which I think looked a bit sort of neon, I guess. I didn't really want a neon feel. I wanted a modern feel. And lime green is a bit sort of neon / radioactive looking. So I'm just like, I'm not entirely sure about that, my friends. So yeah, we're going to try out some blue stained glass instead. And yeah, what do you know? That actually looks kind of nice. I'm actually okay with this. Right, okay. Right, in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and continue building this up over here. Because that's just what we need to do. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Okay, and then what we're going to do is on top of the balcony entrance, we're going to place a little bit of this in. And then what is essentially going to happen is we're going to start placing in the roof decorations, which is going to consist of spruce wood slabs. So something rather like this. You may have seen this technique being used in many, many modern builds before. Obviously not on my videos because I don't really do modern builds. So, you know, it's just, it's all new to my friends. It's all new to me. So, yeah. Alright, so that's essentially the balcony area done. Let's have a bit of a look at it from a bottom. Yeah, or from the bottom, not a bottom. That's a bit weird. Okay, it's looking okay so far. It would be nice if I was able to view it from like a slightly higher elevation than this, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyways, we're going to continue onwards, my friends. We are going to continue onwards. So let's go ahead and start placing in some of these window panes right here. I think the blue goes quite well with the sort of grey and white, in my opinion. Huh. Yeah, I'm kind of liking it. Okay, so let's carry on. So we've got this massive area over here, and basically what's going to happen here is we're going to start building this up, and we're going to build it outwards slightly as well. So all we've got to do is head down here, and then as you can see, you know, we've got the sort of indented leaf area again, and you know, I think modern builds really are all about indenting and giving things a bit of character, a bit of depth. So yeah, that's kind of awesome. So let's carry on. So we need to go 6 blocks back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 blocks, and then this would be the wall. So we're going to have ourselves another sort of very large window going on here. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of this just to put in like a separator kind of deal, if you will. And then back here is where the back of the house is going to be. So what we need to do is we need to dig that out right there. We're going to bring this over here rather like this. If I can get it on the right elevation, that'd be fantastic. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then this will be another sort of large window here. And basically, this is going to be a 2-story house, as I was mentioned before. But this place here, this is going to be where the staircase is located. Now, the staircase of which I've kind of, you know, made out of quartz, so we may have to go grab some quartz at some point. You know, soon, I guess. So, you know, that'll be all good and dandy. So let's go ahead in the meantime and just try and get as much done as we possibly can. So now what we're going to do is we're going to place down another leaf pillar just in here. So once again, glowstone, leaves, boom, boom, and a bit of a boom, and then head up here, and then another boom. There we go, fantastic. And then once again, we can start placing in some windows just to sort of make some real progress of this thing, and you guys can see it as it goes along. It's like an evolution of a base, isn't it, man? I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how it looks when it's all done, my friends. I really, really am. All right, cool. So let's just sort of step back and have a bit of a look. Yep, that's looking kind of nice. We need to bring this out rather like that. There we go. So we've got sort of a nice corner thing going on there. And what I'm thinking is, again, making a bit of an amendment to the creative build and placing this down here like this, and then grabbing some slabs and then sort of mimicking the roof design, kind of. So let's just head back here. I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. So we do a little bit of this, basically. Yeah. I'm kind of liking that. Yeah. Huh. I wasn't expecting that to work, but it just kind of does. Brilliant. I love it when things work first time, man. Oh, always puts a massive beaming smile on my face. Sweet. Okay, so let's get these windows in, because why not? And then I guess the time has come to A, get the floor in, and then B, get the staircase going up to the second layer in, right? Skellybot, what do you think you're doing? Go on, get out of here, Sonny. Oh god, he's in the freaking water now. Are you kidding? Go on, get out of here, you little son of a gun. Darn guy. Right, now, I've done a little bit of resource collecting since the last cut. I've got myself some quartz stairs now, in addition to some grey carpets. Decided to dye one of my sheep grey and get some carpets out of him, so that's kind of awesome. So yeah, now we can continue on with the build and actually make a fully accessible way of getting up to this floor. So, let's make a little bit of a start on that. And yeah, that should make building the top area a lot easier as well. So here we go. Let's go and place another one on there. Let's put that right there. And then finally, oh, that's the wrong way. Dope. There we go. Aha! Looking good, isn't it? Looking good. Okay, so now we can put this in, and then we can start placing in the rest of the blocks here, right? Yeah, okay, cool, man, cool. We're really starting to get somewhere with this thing. So this is going to be the actual roof block. So, I don't know. For those of you guys who sort of know hotel roofs, they sort of are completely flat with like a wall around them, I guess. And that's kind of the same thing I'm going for here. So, yeah, I think it will look kind of nice. So here we go. Let's continue on. Let's get ourselves some of these windows in place. There we go, looking good. Same over here. Let's get a little bit of this inbound. There we go. Maybe we can try a little bit of this. I don't see a reason why not. I mean, it kind of works, right? I mean, it has to. It's the design. It's the design I have. Huh. Okay, right. Let's bring this up. Rather like that. And then do a little bit of that. And then this is going to go rather like this. Okay, nice one. And then basically what's going to happen is this this little sort of roof design is going to replicate its way all the way around this place. And yeah, so there we go. That's the roof essentially done. Obviously we need to go ahead and put some like temporary lighting up here. So I may just place down some glowstone for now, and then when I get myself a silk touch pickaxe, everything, you know, won't be lost and stuff. And yeah. Okay, cool. Right, I need to get back in. So, yes, let's go over here. Okay. But yeah, guys, look at this. It's starting to come together real nicely, isn't it? I'm really, really liking it. I really do hope you guys are enjoying this too. Like, it's not often I do, like, a full build on cam with you guys. So if you do like this kind of thing, then please do let me know. Let me know with a like rating or let me know with a comment. I know some guys find, you know, building episodes a bit on the boring side. And, you know, everybody's got their own opinion. I fully respect that. But, you know, if you do enjoy these kind of things, then just do let me know. I really do appreciate your guys' support and your feedback. Talking of getting stuff. We need ourselves a little bit more in the glass panes department. There we go. A pane in the glass. I'm so funny. Not really. Right. Okay. So let's have a little bit of this. Let's have a little bit of this. And yeah, guys, this place is actually very almost done now. I do want to use oak as a door. Do I have like an oak door? I've got spruce doors. I can make myself an oak door. I don't know. I kind of like the look of the oak door. I feel like it's already kind of semi-modern-ish. So I'm pretty happy with that. So let's head back up here and let's get this thing finished, man. I mean, we're not going to get the interior done, I don't imagine, but the exterior certainly is the goals right now. So yes. Right. So if we head up here, what I would like to do is I would like to place my bed in right there. And what we're going to do here is we're going to add in a bit of a sort of banister kind of deal. Oh, I know I'm losing blocks out of this, and like I feel terrible for it. I really do. But let's just do that, and then the carpets are going to go on top like this. So it is like an actual sort of railing, and then there's a bed right there which we can sleep in if we so wish to. And then basically as soon as we wake up each morning, it's going to be like, oh, it's a new day. Let's go over here and have a bit of a look out. Oh, that looks so cool, man. Look at that view. That's such a cool view. Tell me you guys aren't jealous of that view. If I had a freaking house in real life that had this kind of view, that'd be amazing. A view of Minecraft blocks. Hey man, why not? Why the heck not, dudes? Why the heck not? Right, so let's continue on. Oh, good morning everybody. Let's have a bit of a look at the view. Oh, look at that. Oh wow, we've accidentally perfectly made it so the front view is of the sunrise. That's amazing. I was not that's completely by accident, guys. I couldn't make that up. I am an accidental genius. That is fantastic. Well, that's just made the prime real estate of this place just shoot up in value. Oh my god. Amazing. Oh, we ran out of food. Well, that's no worries. I've got myself some salmon in here from the AFK fish farm back at the village. So that is totally fine and dandy. Right, what am I doing right now? Oh, that's right. I'm trying to make some fences real quick because I am trying to make a little yard for my place. I think that would look kind of nice. So let's grab some sticks out real quick. I don't think we're going to need many fences like at all, in fact. But yeah, here is where I'm going to be inserting the backyard. I mean, it still falls within the 10 by 12 slot. As you can see, we've still got the corner bit here. It kind of pokes out a little bit, which kind of, again, you know, reinforces the modern design. You know, it doesn't stick to any kind of shape. It's just random shapes. So hopefully that is all good. Let's go ahead and place these in. So nobody will be able to spawn here now, which is fantastic. And then can I like do a little thing here? So maybe I can place down one of these. And then we can have a sign here. Although, I don't know, maybe we have a sign on the other side and then something else on here. So, let's go and just do a little bit of that. And then maybe here we can have like some sort of like pole or something. What do you guys think? Like maybe with a little topper on top? Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Maybe we could put a bit of glowstone down there just to provide a little bit of light for the situation. Yeah, that's looking kind of nice. Although now I'm thinking... Hold on, I know I'm like adjusting things loads of times over and I'm losing leaf blocks, but yeah, that's better, isn't it? I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot, actually. Cool. Okay, and then all I need to do here is I need to make it so the doorway actually is a doorway. So let's just do that. And then let's grab ourselves another oak door and you can get placed there. And there we go. We've got ourselves like a little mini backyard for our place now. Awesome. All right, well, there we go, guys. Oh, look at that. Look at that! That's incredible! Wow! That is so cool! Mate, I never would have thought I could make a modern house build. That's incredible. For the sake of reference, obviously, now that it's finished, it won't be a spoiler when I show you guys the design in creative mode. And yeah, here it is. It's pretty much the same exact house, except, you know, a few little, you know, minor adjustments here and there. Obviously, you know, I've got myself like another slab up here, for example. I've got myself a backyard here. And also, obviously, we've replaced the neon green glass with blue glass, which in my opinion looks a lot better. And yeah. It's the same inside and everything, so yeah, all good, all good. All right, well, that's pretty darn cool, guys. So I think maybe the next thing I want to do is work on the entrance just a little bit. As you can see there, it's looking a bit bare. Obviously, you know, we've already sort of got a little bit of a thing going on here with a little sort of staircase kind of thing. I want to put in some quartz slabs and combine them with the white concrete and sort of make a little entrance for this place. Alright guys, here we are back in action. Got myself some quartz slabs as well as a couple of flower pots, and yeah, we're now going to do some stuff with the entrance. And while we're doing that, we can jump into the comment question of the video. Oh, what the heck? Okay, pre-release 6 is a bit of a freak out bug. Look at that. That's not supposed to be the case, but it comes from the Gaming Panda 9. End rods would look good as the post of the lamp posts. That, my friend, is an excellent idea. Do you know what? I always forget that end rods are a thing that exists in the game, and I always forget that they are a pretty modern looking thing. I think that'd be an excellent idea to maybe get some end rods in here. You know, for lighting and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's a good idea. And in terms of the actual lamppost designs, the one that most of you guys went for was the short and stumpy design, because you guys were saying that it matched the best with the thing that we had going here. So we'll go and work on that in just a sec. But in the meantime, let's go and do a little bit of this. So let's start off with a slab, and then we'll go concrete, slab, and then concrete up to here as well. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then all we're going to do here is we can go ahead and just sort of make this go up sort of to the side, I guess. So something like this. Okay. Yeah, guys, this is going to look so good once it's done. So we've got ourselves an entrance here. So maybe what we could do real quick is maybe we can bring this out here. Put the flower pots on top maybe, and then maybe just put some of these random flowers that we've got on our inventory on there. Yeah, okay, that's looking kind of decent, but maybe we can, like, do something else back here, maybe put some more leaves down? I don't know, it kind of looks like leaf overload now. Not entirely sure, maybe we put the flower pots back in the corners then? I don't know, I mean, you know, Minecraft is a game about experimentation, right, so maybe we'll just do that. It's pretty simple, but it kind of works, doesn't it? Huh. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. Oh, man. Can I, like, hide a bit of glowstone in somewhere? I mean, there's glowstone down there, but I still think the light levels... Yeah, they're a bit on the low side here. Maybe we could do something there. And then do something, again, with some trapdoors. Yeah, okay, so that's a nice looking entrance we've got going there, my friends. I'm actually a big fan of this. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and do a little something over here in terms of the lamppost designs. So it's going to be very simple as you guys wanted. So little short and stumpy designs. I'm not going to do them too often. Like maybe like in the center of each of these areas. So maybe one here. We can have one over here. There we go. Yeah, looking good. Okay, I may go ahead and move this one, like, shift it, like, over this way a little bit. Yeah, okay, let's do that. We're gonna lose a bit of glowstone, maybe, but, you know what, it's worth it. It's worth it, just to make it look a little bit better. There we go, fantastic. And then, obviously, we need to get trapdoors for these as well, so, like, 4, 8, 16. We need a total of, like, 18 trapdoors. Oh, my word, that's craziness, isn't it? Okay, so let's head in here. Let's just grab some wood out. Actually, I prefer not using regular wood because it's slightly more difficult to get than like dark oak wood, for example. So let's do this. 16, we need a little bit more. And that'll do nicely. In fact, that's the perfect amount. Okay, and let's just get these placed on the lampposts. Let's have a look at them from down here. Looking pretty good. We need ourselves some sort of actual fence design, though, for this pathway. As you can see, it just has a slab here, which, you know, isn't the best or safest thing in the entire world. It has to be said. But, you know, oh, gosh darn it. Well, I am apparently killing myself. Good job, Python. Good job, buddy. Oh, man, I'm so dumb. I'm so stupid. Jesus, man. Right, there we go. A bit of that. Bit of that. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good. Let's do this. Do this. One here. One here. We're very almost done, my friends. And then after we've done this, I think it'll be time to end the episode because, yeah, building episodes, they can tire me out. They can tire me out. Yeah, look at that. That's looking decent, isn't it? Wow. Okay. And yeah, it's time to go to sleep, my friends. Dude, I love this build, though. I really do. I really do love this build. I'm chuffed to bits with it. I really am. And I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. But anyways, guys, I think on that note, it is going to be time to end this episode here. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this episode, and of course you are excited to see more, be sure, of course, to drop a like rating. It'll be super appreciated. I mean, come on, you got to drop a like rating for this epic-looking build. I mean, you know, feedback and suggestions are welcome, as always. But, guys, come on. A like rating for the build here. My first proper attempt at a modern looking house. Awesome. Hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss out on future content, and I'll wrap it up, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your continued support, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.